What's up, people? It's Shorty Rossi from Shorty's Rescue. And right now, we're here live from
Unleashed Pet Rescue
in Kansas City. And this is another fabulous rescue that goes out of its way to rescue the unwanted dogs. So we're going to kind of start off fast because our other friend, let me introduce everybody first. We have Danielle Reno, who is the founder and, let's say, president of this organization. And then we also have Shane Rootman of the Animal Justice League of America, a great friend who we together are helping fight the stereotypes, fighting BSL laws, changing the way some states meet. I don't know if you remember earlier this year before the whole pandemic happened, we were in the Missouri State Capitol in, what city is it in?
The state capital.
Jefferson.
Jefferson City, trying to fight, banning certain breeds, and we're out to take you people down one way or the other. So I want to introduce Danielle Reno and let her tell you about how she got into it. And at the same time, people, ask your questions, whatever they are, we don't care.
All right, guys. I started Unleashed in 2011 out of my garage, actually. And by 2012, we had our building. We moved in here, and we've been saving dogs ever since. We started as a pit bull rescue, saving little guys like this from kill shelters.
Talk about the dog, not me.
And we've evolved into an animal shelter that rescues dogs of all breeds and kitties, too. Right now, we're saving over 5,000 pets a year here at Unleashed.
How many do you have now?
Right now, we have about 450. We have them in foster care and here at the shelter. We rescue most of them from kill shelters, hoarding situations, abuse situations, and just anywhere that needs us to save a pet, we will go there and we will save guys like this one right here.
Yeah, who is this?
This guy's little Finn. Finn was rescued with his mama and the rest of his litter from Memphis, from a kill shelter in Memphis. And I fostered these guys out of my house, and they're all now in loving homes, except Mama. Mama does still need a home, so she's getting fixed today.
So besides donations, which you're seeing the website screen across the screen right now, besides monetary donations, and we're going to focus more on your thing, what can people drop off here who know where you're at in Kansas City?
Things that we desperately need here: paper towels, bleach, laundry detergent, fleece blankets, the lightweight blankets that we can wash easily. The dogs like to wear the little dog sweaters for Christmas. Anything that keeps the dogs busy in their rooms, like the squeaky toys, some toys that that are harder to chew up that the pit bulls like, because we do have quite a few pit bulls here at Unleashed.
Okay, so remember, people, you can still ask questions. Do we have any at the moment before we go to our next featured presenter here?
By the way, as you're looking for questions here about Finn, this is so important. I was extremely arrogant, but I was ignorant about this whole process. I was a contributor to the problem. We had dogs shipped in from Europe. We thought we had the best, needed the best of the best. Then I learned about rescue and realized how ridiculously wrong we had been. And we started getting involved. And Finn, for example, was going to be euthanized, right, in a kill shelter. And I have a relationship with some folks around the country. There's one gentleman that you would not be able to tell the difference between Finn, this puppy, and a puppy that he has for sale. Before I built a relationship with this guy before I understood about rescue, right? Yeah. He's got a dog like him that just sold for $30,000. People pay $30,000 when they could just go adopt one
And save a life.
And save a life. Yeah, exactly.
So as we go, let's squeeze out so we can, again, as we always do, our sponsors, Metropaws and their gigantic poop bags. I don't know what you're going to pick up with this, but Great Dane poop and pity poop. Then you've got, of course, the donuts with the piano whacker or the ball buster. Come here, let me show you an example. Yeah, I mean, these are great toys, and they also have a lifetime warranty. And then we got the Lucy Pet Products, which, you know, I've been telling you, feed our rescues all year long. And we got hands-on gloves. And let's not forget about our hotel sponsor, the Red Roof Inn. So thanks of all of them for helping us out. So our next person here, who I also call a hero of mine, it's not the people on TV, it's the people doing the shit behind the camera that's even better. We've been known each other for years, and a couple years ago we met in Overland Park at a cigar shop, finally hooking up and, you know, trying to do things together. He created the Animal Justice League of America. He's the founder and the president, Mr. Shane Rudman, and I'm saying it like that because I always saying it wrong. Come on, man.
Thank you, Shorty. Hey, Animal Justice League of America, our mission is to end abuse through real accountability. When we got involved learning about rescue and got excited about trying to help there, and it became a passion for my wife. And we met Danielle, and one of the biggest things that everybody asks within rescue is, how do people get away with abusing these animals? And kind of as a gift to my wife, really, we founded Animal Justice League of America and dedicated our lives to go catching animal abusers and holding them accountable. Danielle rescued Laggy, who's become world famous, literally. She took two .45 caliber bullets to the back of the head. Should have been dead. Mushroom Hunters found her. Danielle said, go save that dog when she heard about it. What were the odds of saving that dog? 1 in a million. But she just said, go. And her staff raced 2 hours up, got that dog, got it back to emergency care. $28,000 in intensive care vet bills later. We had a giant press conference with hundreds of people, and Laggy walked out of that animal hospital on her own 4 paws. And together, we went and found that guy, caught that guy. The criminal system didn't work, so we have sued that guy. That's what we do. We use common law. Instead of the legal system or law system, we use civil law to go after these folks. And so we have sued the gentleman that shot that dog and many others, actually. But this is the first landmark case. We have the best, literally the best attorney she can possibly get. Her attorney is the head of the Judiciary Committee in the state capitol. And we have won every step of the way. And for the first time ever, we are going to have a civil jury trial to hold this guy accountable. And we believe that not only will we get $28,000 in vet bills paid back for Danielle to help with all that work, but get a massive punitive damage, national news, and animal abusers will start to learn, if you mess with animals, our organization is going to come after you, because we found out, Shorty, 82% of the time, an 18-year-old male is abusing an animal, they're abusing a child or battering a woman. And so we're saving women and children and using animals to do that. Now, go ahead, let's do this.
Well, before there, tell them about earlier what we did this year at the state.
Okay, yeah. So this is important.
Very important.
Very important. We are ending breed-specific legislation. Shorty flew in to go on March 11th of this. We have organized with the ASPCA, Best Friends, HSUS, and other organizations that formed a big coalition to finally cooperate and work together. We got the right bill sponsors, and on March 11th, statewide in Missouri, it passed the House 161-3, and then COVID hit May 12th, or March 12th. So we've already pre-filed those bills in both the Senate and the House. We have the most influential people in both the Senate and the House, Dale. Shorty is helping rally that, and we are going to end breed-specific legislation statewide in Missouri on January 13th. There is a live on Facebook, and you'll be able to join in, hear Shorty, hear the bill sponsors, and hear how you can help, because we're already lined up to go to Iowa, Kansas, and every other state with this giant coalition to end breed-specific legislation in Missouri that will save
That's where it's
10,000
starting,
lives.
people. We help everyone across the country, not just in our own states and even where I live in a different country. Let's jump to this one here. Can you see this dog down here right
So
now?
here's Laggy. This tells Danielle's story. I'm sorry. This came, I won't even tell that tearjerker story, but this tells Danielle's story so well. Danielle has an outreach program where they go into communities where dogs are kept on heavy chains. They're cold in the winter. You see those commercials. You see those commercials on TV that break your heart. She goes and does an outreach program where she goes and meets these people, builds trust and a relationship with these people, delivers dog houses, hay, beds, coats, and just builds a relationship. Bella, her owner was murdered, and Bella was shot in the process because
Nobody wants to see your butt. Let them see your pretty face.
because Danielle had a relationship. It took her 2 weeks to track down because she was running and hiding and afraid of people, obviously. By the time Danielle got to her, her leg had to be amputated.
You skipped the best part.
Well, you tell the best
Or
part.
the worst part, but
Right.
anyhow, she was shot and left for dead after her owner was shot. And we went out there to try to go find her. We heard she was shot. We found the blood all in the street where she was shot. We were afraid she was dead. Turns out somebody had taken her in their home. They were doing the best they knew how to care for her, but her leg was severely amputated. She had a hole in her stomach. I picked her up to carry her outside, and she was just totally infected. It was oozing. We rushed her to the emergency vet. We didn't think she was going to live. And the vets there, they saved her. They amputated her leg, and now she's got the best home in history. So she's just spoiled rotten. Look at her.
Our family usually takes in the ones that nobody else wants. Danielle knows who to call when it's a situation like
She wants
this.
the toys in the
She
house.
does want a toy.
We're short on staff, so I had to play cameraman. Let's get
There you
it.
go.
So if you want to go follow and see their life, Finn's life, and 17 other dogs' lives in our giant dog house, we converted our house to a dog house, basically.
Basically.
Uh, They're coming out later to hang out. We might do some footage from there. They can see that. But if you follow on Instagram and on Facebook, Lucky the Pitbull, on Insta, it's
On Instagram, Lucky the Pitbull. On Facebook, Lucky the Pitbull.
and there's about 40,000 followers, but you can see daily lives of how great Bella's life is now. Then we go and catch the people, hold them accountable.
Tell them about it.
And the way that you look, Danielle, tell them what COVID has happened to your rescue, what happened because of COVID.
I can only imagine it's happened to a lot of rescues, but where a lot of places are shutting down, we're trying to work harder. Intakes have drastically increased during COVID, and donations have plummeted. I can only imagine that's from people, there you go, losing their jobs and whatnot, so it's completely understandable, yet we still have to work harder to save more lives because more dogs and cats are dying in kill shelters if we don't pull them out. So our intakes have gone up drastically and our donations have plummeted. But we are still here. We're trying to make best with what we can and work harder to try to make ends meet to save more lives.
When this blew me away, folks, Danielle needs $100,000 a month just to keep this place going. And then she takes in the cases nobody will take. Just like Bella's sister was $28,000 in vet bills. I don't know what Bella's was.
Something high. I just don't have the exact number, but
But
yeah.
I remember this. When we first met, I became friends with the doctors at Blue Pearl, the people that
Yes.
I called Mars Candy and started to build a national relationship with them. And at that time, I believe her vet bill that month was $42,000.
Let's see if we have any Q&A. Questions?
And by the way, while they're coming up with questions, the best way, so they donate to UPR.
Oh, they're posting up the link to sign up for the virtual thing at the Capitol.
Okay,
the rally. Oh my.
so they're gonna post that up, so you guys will be able to get on. And if you register, I think by Friday, to watch that January
You
13th
get a
event,
free,
you get a free Pit Crew
not mine.
T-shirt that we're sending out. Our coalition is sending out. The ASPCA is helping greatly with that. All three of the major national organizations and the local organizations have been wonderful to work with us, right, Shorty?
Of course.
The
We're not
coalition, and
stopping. So,
unbelievable.
and again, the more you can help, even if you can't donate, even if you can't drop off products. I say this in every interview. If you share this video, repost it, let other people see it, so they might want to help out our dear friend, Danielle Reno of,
Unleashed Pet Rescue.
because sometimes I'll screw up names. You people have been knowing that forever. I've even said I was in the wrong city. So, and
The best way they can help us, Shorty, because it costs tens of thousands of dollars to file a lawsuit and get the attorneys
Yes.
we do, they can just go get our gear like you wear all the time. They can go to animaljla.org or go to Facebook. Right now, they can go, ours probably Animal Justice League of America on Facebook and learn more, but they can go to our store.
a lot
and
of you
get
have
our-
asked me questions about some of the t-shirts I had on that said "Justice is coming." That comes from the Animal Justice League, and we're showing support for them because justice is coming, people. We're going to bring you guys down. So we're going to end this pretty soon since there's no Q&A, which I am surprised. But we want to thank again Danielle Reno and Shade Rootman and everybody out there in the Kansas City area for doing this. And again, share, repost. And as I always end our thing, let's do this. Vamonos!